morning. Welcome back. Yeah, today we are going to discuss about AWS. Okay, so we'll walk through the console, how to log in console, AWS console, and I'll show you one more time how to create AWS account. Right. After that, we'll walk through services, some services, important services. Right. So AWS is the first platform, so which is in so which occupied 33% of the market share. So if you are good in AWS, you can handle any platform: Azure, Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku, Ali Cloud. So many clouds are there. So if you are good in AWS, you can handle any cloud platform, right? So we have 3 cloud platforms are there, popular platforms which are like AWS, Azure, GCP, right? Yeah. So 3 platforms we are going to cover. First, we can start with AWS. After that, Linux sessions. After that, DevOps. Again, we'll come back to GCP, Azure, like right. Yeah. Now, how to create AWS account? One more time, I'll show you. One more time, we'll see that. Okay. Just sign out here. Yeah. Click on sign into the console. Yeah. So if you want to create AWS account, aws.amazon.com is the URL. Right. Enter. Can you see my screen, everyone? Online?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. aws.amazon.com is the URL. Yeah. Click on sign into the console. See here. Create a new AWS account. Click on this. Yeah. Once you click on this, it will ask you to provide your email address, account name, your name, whatever name you want to give, right? So click on verify email address. You will get some email. You need to confirm that. After that, you can give phone number, your address, right? So your personal information you can provide here. So go next. Okay. And it will ask you to provide personal or business. You need to select personal only, right? So end of the page, it will ask you to provide credit card or debit card details, right? You need to give your credit card or debit card details. Right? It will accept only Master and Visa cards. Rupee card it will not accept. Okay, you can give the details. Once you give that, once you submit that, account will be success, right? So without credit card or debit card details, account will not be success, right? Yeah, go ahead. Someone talk about something. Right. So once you submit that, account will be activated within 1 hour, right? So once it is activated, then you can go through the services. You can check the services, right? It is very simple. So if not created this account, you can create today itself. Okay. So from today onwards, we'll work on console, right? Yeah. Now once you create this account, so again you can go to aws.amazon.com, click on sign in. Yeah. So here we have root user and IAM user, right? So in our test lab, we always use root user. Root user is admin user, primary user. So in real-time projects, we don't use root user. Root will be disabled. We always use IAM user. IAM is a identity and access management. So when we join into the project, we get one user, which is IAM user, right? So by using that, we can connect our consoles, right? So in our test lab, we can use root user only. So while working on IAM, I'll show you how to connect using IAM, right? Yeah, click on next, give your email address, click on next, and you can give your password. Now I'm able to log in. Yeah, so this is the AWS dashboard, console dashboard, right? So these are the services recently visited, right? Yeah, this is my login name. Login name. Click on this. See here. So this is my account ID. Whatever account I created, whatever account I signed up, right? This is account ID. So if you click on account, you will see the account information, your account information. So your ordination information, right? So service quotas, service quota. What is quota? Service limits. So for example, server limits, EC2 instance limit, storage limit, network limit, whatever, right? So these are all quotas. So billing dashboard. So whatever bill is generating, whatever if you want to check the bills, right? Click on billing dashboard. Click on this. Now billing is opening. See here. This is my current month bill. Right? So if you want to check last month bill, before last month bill, click on bills. See here. May month bill, this one. April month bill, right? March. It's like this. You can check. Okay. So if you want to check previous bills, you can check like this. Right? Now go back. Yeah. Next one. If you want to change your credentials, your logins, go to security credentials. Okay, click on security credentials and you can change your password, right? You can modify something, your account details, your credentials, right? So next one, settings. Click on settings. These are your account settings, right? So here we have a language selection and default region. Display your service name and icon, service icon only. So whatever you want to modify, settings, backend settings, you can modify, right? Yeah. So these are the things available inside of this. Yeah. After that, this is the region, right? So Ohio is the region. US east to Ohio. Region is a data center. What is data center? We discussed already. What is data center? Server room, where we host all the servers, right? So these are all data centers available across the globe, right? So this is these are the US data centers. US East North Virginia, US East Ohio, US West North California, US West Oregon. These are the 4 US data centers available, right? So this is Africa Cape Town data center, right? So these are the Asia Pacific data centers. In this we have Mumbai also, right? Mumbai, Singapore, Sydney, Hong Kong, different data centers are there, right? So Canada Central and Europe, Frankfurt, right? So Ireland, London, Milan, different data centers available. Middle East, Bahrain, right? South America, right? So like this, we have different data centers are available across the globe, right? So once we discuss the services, we'll come back to data centers. Okay. Yeah. Now, next one, this is support and help. This icon is for support. So while working on real-time consoles, when we get any issues, we can raise one ticket with the vendor, AWS vendor. Ticket or case, support case, right? So click on this. See here. Click on support center. For example, while working on services, if you face any issues, you can raise a ticket with the vendor. See here. So create a case, support center, click on create a case. Account and billing support required. You can select this. Okay. Or else service limit increase. You can select this. Or else technical support. You can select this. Once you select this, you can give all the information, whatever information you have, whatever you want to tell in the description. You can update here, right? And you can submit. So if you have any screenshots, you can take the screenshots and you can attach here and you can submit this. Once you submit this, this request will go to the AWS. So this request will receive by AWS engineers. They will check and they will resolve this issue. They will call back once the issue is resolved, right? Yeah, you'll get some confirmation from AWS. Okay. Yeah. So this is support center. Expert help. What is expert help? So this is mainly for premium support users. Premium support user, like premium support. So customers are different customers will be there, right? Premium customers, normal customers. So premium customers will pay extra things. Okay. So they will get premium support. Directly phone call, we can call. We can call them directly. No need to raise support ticket here. Okay. So this is expert help. This is post. This is different. Okay, we'll see this later. Documentation. So click on this documentation. This is very important. Click on documentation. See here. So these are all documents available inside of the AWS, right? So EC2, App Runner, Batch, Elastic Bean Stack, right? Different documentation is available here. Now, so if you want to download these documents, okay, whatever documents required. For example, I require EC2 document. Click on EC2. Once you click on this, see here. It is asking you to download. It is asking you to take HTML format, PDF format, GitHub format, right? So I want to download PDF format. Click on this. Now it is open, PDF format. See here. So this is official documentation, detailed document provided by AWS, right? See here. What is Amazon EC2? Features of EC2. How to get started with EC2, right? How to launch an instance. Sign up account also. Even sign up for AWS, right? So like this is a detailed document. Okay. So if you want to download this document, this is the icon. You can download it to your laptop, right? Next one. Training. What is training? Click on training. So AWS will provide some trainings. Sometimes they give some trainings. Okay, free trainings. Go down here. See here. So digital training, classroom training, yeah, AWS digital training on partner sites, right? And also events, register for online, in-person events. So they give you free here. Whatever free trainings are there, those you can register and you can attend. Whatever free trainings are there. So these are not free trainings. Okay. See here. So any free trainings are there, you can enroll that, you can attend. So currently there is no free trainings available. Fine. Next one. Getting started resource center. What is this? Click on this. Yeah. So apart from AWS, you will have other service support, other service information also here. Other services. See here. Containers, serverless, compute, database, storage, machine learning. Apart from AWS, you can learn other services also here, right? See here. Most out of the AWS cloud. Get the most out of the AWS cloud. Fine. Next one, feedback. Send feedback. So whatever services we are using in AWS, for that service, if you want to give any feedback, okay, EC2 is fine. We are able to, yeah, EC2 service is good, right? Or else storage is not good. Storage is a bit slow. Or else networking is not having any proper authentication. So like that, you can update the feedback here, services wise. Okay. Next one, bell icon. What is bell icon? Any issues are happened in the console, will get notified through some message here. Okay, so if you click on bell icon here, see here, open issues, scheduled changes, other notifications, event logs, whatever notifications are there, you can see in the bell icon, right? So next one is shell. This is cloud shell, command line. instead of the GUI, we can enable the shell to work on the troubleshooting activities. Fine. So this is Cloud Shell. We can enable this Cloud Shell and we can work on shell command line also. Whatever servers we are creating in the GUI, the same way in CLI also you can create the servers, right? So shell I'll show you while working on Terraform tool. Cloud Shell I'll show you while working on Terraform, AWS CLI. Okay, yeah. So these are the things available. Next one, here we have services. Click on services. These are all services available in AWS. These are all the services, right? Yeah. See here, analytics, application integration, AR and VR, AWS cost management, blockchain, like this. So here, this is the compute service, which is very important. In this only we create the servers, right? So server is nothing but, we can say here, EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2 instance. You can say EC2 instance is a server, right? So if you want to create any servers, you can go through the EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, and create the servers, right? How to create the server, how to connect the server, how to deploy the packages on the server, we'll see tomorrow. I'll show you, okay? So today we walk through the console. What are the features available? What are the services available? What is the network? What is auto scaling, right? So I give overview today. So tomorrow onwards, we'll work on services one by one, right? Yeah, next one. If you require any databases, see here, these are all databases available inside of the AWS. Amazon, Document DB, DynamoDB, right? Elastic Cache, different DBs are available here. RDS, right? Different DBs. Next one. So important services I'm discussing here. So management and governance. So in this we have CloudTrail and CloudWatch. These are the two monitoring tools. CloudTrail, CloudWatch. So in real-time projects in Linux environment, we use NAGOS, right? NAGOS is the monitoring tool. So the same way in AWS, we use these tools, two tools, CloudWatch and CloudTrail. So CloudTrail is for our console monitoring, AWS console monitoring. CloudWatch is for infrastructure monitoring, server monitoring, right? So if the server is down, restarted, hung state, service is down, CPU utilization is using more than 90%, right? So we can configure some alerts here. We'll get notified through emails, right? Once we configure CloudWatch, we'll get notified through emails. Next one, CloudTrail. So this is mainly for console monitoring. For example, we are team members, right? We are 7 team members. 7 members are there. We are working on same console. Who is doing what? How can we track? By using CloudTrail. For example, you are creating some servers. I'm terminating some servers. You are modifying some servers. How can we track that? By using CloudTrail. It will generate logs. Every action will generate one log. So yeah, you can refer the log to track the changes. Okay, your name will be there in the log. In real-time projects, we use IAM user. IAM user is our own user. So with that, one log will be generated when you perform any action, right? Yeah, and also here one important service is there, which is auto scaling. AWS auto scaling. What is auto scaling? So we'll try to understand. I give you small overview here. What is auto scaling? Yeah. So auto scaling is a service. For example, we are using some digital site. Okay. So digital site means like Flipkart, Amazon shopping sites. These are the digital sites. Okay. Yeah. In 2020, Jan 1st, Amazon Web Services, like Amazon shopping, not Amazon, Flipkart only. Flipkart gave some offers Every new year they give some offers. Flipkart and the Amazon shopping site, they give some offers. In 2020, Jan 1st, they gave mobile offer. So Samsung something, J8 something, they gave 50% off mobile, right? Yeah. For example, yeah. So this people, Flipkart people expected 15,000 users on that day. On 2020 Jan 1st, they expected 15,000 users book this product. Okay, so they gave mobile offer 50% off, 22,000 mobile, they gave 11,000 only. So they expected 15,000 users, but actual turn up is 25,000. 25,000 users try to book that product. What will happen? 15,000 users they expected, 25,000 users try to book the product. In that case, what will happen?
Server hang.
Server will be hanged. Site will not be open, right? No one can book the products, right? So because as per their image, like as per their bandwidth, as per their 15,000 users they targeted actually. For that only they prepare the infrastructure. But 25,000 users try to book that. Site will not be open, right? So by the time no one got the mobiles, right? So when we enable auto scaling, what will happen? Auto scaling automatically will add the infrastructure. Okay. Yeah. So I give you one more example. For example, IRCTC is there. IRCTC, right? So if you want to book any ticket, so we go through the IRCTC, right? So IRCTC normal time we can easily book the ticket, but Tatkal time what will happen? When the Tatkal will be started? 10 o'clock AC tickets, 11 o'clock non-AC, right? So when you try to book the Tatkal ticket, what will happen? Site will not be opened sometimes, right? Session timeouts, page cannot be displayed. This errors will get. So because people will try to book more, yeah, people will. So the quota will be 150 tickets or 200 tickets will be there, but thousands of peoples. So they try to book the ticket. So by the time site will not be open, right? So the same way here, okay. And also one more example. For example, in our home there is a birthday function. We invited 200 people, but 500 people attended. What will happen here? We cannot serve the food, right? Or else we invited 200 people, only 50 people attended. What will happen? Food will be wasted. The same situation for servers also, right? So when we have limited resources here, limited infrastructure, so we cannot manage that many requests. That is why here auto scaling will help you to manage all these things. When we configure auto scaling, whenever we have more requests, automatically it will increase the servers. Whenever there is no demand, automatically it will remove the servers. Without any manual intervention, auto scaling will maintain your application up and running fine. So IRCTC is government side. That is why they are not configuring auto scaling, because so this is only the site to book the product, to book the tickets. But currently Flipkart is configured auto scaling because competition, private side, right? So when you try to book the product in Flipkart, if the Flipkart site is not accessible, what we will do? We'll go to other side. There is a competition, but IRCTC there is no competition, right? So they are not increasing the infrastructure. They are not configuring auto scaling because only one site to book the product tickets, right? Yeah. And also one more example I give you. So I am handling one project in our organization. I'm handling one project. So I give you a small example here. So which is Abu Dhabi project. Abu Dhabi project. Yeah. So Middle East UAE project, right? Which is parking pass project. Parking pass project. This is a real-time scenario. about auto scaling. Okay, so I'm handling this project, parking pass project. So in the Middle East, UAE, across the state, observe the state, they have vending machines. What is vending machine? Anyone have any idea? Vending machines. Vending machine is a, like in Hyderabad airport also, we have vending machines. When we are entering to the parking area in Hyderabad airport, some machines will, yeah, we need to put some currency, that will be, gate will be opened, right? So that is vending machine. So across the Abu Dhabi state, they configured so many vending machines. So when we park your vehicle, you need to get the coupon. Otherwise, fine will be happened. They will charge something, right? So wherever you park your vehicle, you need to take the coupon, right? So across the state, they configured so many vending machines, right? So here, yeah, 4 years back, we configured this auto scaling, right? So in UAE, Middle East, weekend is Friday, right? Friday, people will go to shoppings, hotels, right? Outings, right? So by the time drastically request will be increased, right? If there is no auto scaling, what will happen? When the requests are increasing, the vending machines cannot manage the request, right? So that is why we configured auto scaling 3 years, 4 years back, right? Uh, Also, festival time, Ramjan time, people will go to shopping, right? So shops will be opened by 10 o'clock, closed by 11:30 midnight, right? So up to that time, request will be drastically increased, right? So by the time auto scaling will automatically increase the servers, whenever there is no demand, automatically will remove the servers, right? So by 11:30 midnight, people will go to home. Drastically request will be decreased, right? So here in this project, we configured auto scaling like, yeah, whenever CPU utilization reaches to 80%, CPU utilization reaches to 80%, automatically auto scaling will add one additional server here, right? So CPU utilization means server CPU utilization. Whatever servers handling that vending machines, that CPU server CPU utilization reaches to 80%, servers will be added like this. So CPU utilization reaches to 80% means business is increasing, requests are coming, right? Servers automatically add like this, right? So like this will add. So whenever there is no demand, like whenever CPU utilization less than 60%, CPU utilization less than 60%, automatically what will happen? Whatever servers added here, additional servers, those will be terminated, deleted like this. So auto scaling will add servers, remove servers automatically without any manual intervention, right? So like this, this project we configured, this setup we configured, right? So I visited a couple of times to check that issues, okay? For this Middle East, okay? So this is very, very important. So while working on auto scaling, we'll go deep dive. Okay, this service is very important. Once AWS launches this service, so AWS move to next level. Okay, this service is very important. Practically, we'll check this while working on auto scaling. Okay. Any questions up to here? Anyone? Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So auto scaling is 1 hour service. While working on this, we'll go deep dive, right? So next one here we discussed about regions and zones, right? Yeah. So here these are the data centers we discussed, right? So let us go through this. Okay. So region is the data center we discussed. What is data center? Which is server, right? Yeah. So these are all data centers available across the globe. Fine. Now, for example, this is Mumbai data center, Mumbai region. This is Mumbai region. Region is a data center. Data center is a server room. Right? So this is Mumbai region. So this is main region. Yeah, in India, this is a region. Okay. So inside of this, we have availability zones again. Those are also data centers. Okay. Yeah. We have availability zones available across the India. These are the availability zones. This is availability zone 2A, and 2B and 2C. Right? So three availability zones are there. So under Mumbai region, we have availability zones. Availability zone also data center. Right? So this is, for example, this is Hyderabad availability zone. So Hyderabad, we have one availability zone in high-tech city area. Right? So this is Bangalore. This is Chennai. Fine. So what is availability zone? What is the use of availability zone? We'll try to understand. Okay. Availability zone is a data center, right? So why we require this availability zones? These are we can say DR data centers. What is DR data center? Anyone? These are all DR data centers.
Data recovery.
Disaster recovery data centers. Disaster recovery, right? Yeah. So these are DR data centers. Yeah. So for which I give small example here. In 2016, just a minute, please. Fine. So these are the disaster recovery data centers, right? Yeah. Now in 2016, yeah, major floods happened in Chennai. Major floods happened in Chennai, right? So by the time, no electricity, no generators, no diesel, no drinking water also. Major floods happened by the time in 2016. So by the time we were working from Chennai, our employees, they moved to Hyderabad, they work from here. Because by the time, no power, no electricity. So for 1 week. Okay. So by the time, one of our availability zone was down in Chennai. Okay. So if the availability zone is down, availability zone is a data center. It is down. What will happen? Whatever servers are hosted on the data center, whatever applications are hosted on the data center, whatever production is running on the data center, everything will be down, right? So by the time in 2016, most of the IT area affected, all the companies shut down by the time because water, right? So flooded water. Fine. So by the time this data center was down, Chennai was down. So in that case, what will happen? Whatever applications we hosted on that will be down. Client will escalate. If the applications are down, business will be impacted. Client business will be impacted, right? So that is why. So what we will do here? So this availability zones will help you to manage that. If any one availability zone is down, nothing will be happen because these are the DR data centers. So what will happen here? This availability zones data will be replicate one availability zone to other availability zone every 2 minutes. every 2 minutes, data will be synchronized, replicate from one data center to other data centers. So if the data center, Chennai data center is down, for example, this data center is down. This is down, for example. So whatever applications are running on this, whatever servers are hosted on this, that will be accessible from Hyderabad automatically without any manual intervention. So that configuration already performed by AWS. We don't need to touch anything here. Okay. So whatever servers, whatever applications running on this data center, those will be accessible from either Hyderabad or else Bangalore. Okay. Yeah. So when they want to establish any data center availability zone, they will check 100 years of historical data. AWS will check, not only AWS, any cloud platform. They will check 100 years of historical data. Any floods are going on, any earthquakes are going on, any terror attacks are going on. So they will check that. So then only they will establish the data centers. So last few years back, they planned in Vizag, but after Hudud, they cancelled that. They moved to Kolkata. Hudud major disaster happened in Vizag, right? So by the time they cancelled that, they moved to Kolkata, right? So these availability zones will help you to manage your infrastructure, right? So if one availability zone is down, nothing will be happen. Two availability zones are down, nothing will be happen. Even though entire region is down. For example, this Mumbai region is down completely. This complete Mumbai region is down. Still, our data will be accessible from Singapore, nearby edge location. So Mumbai nearby Singapore only, Singapore region. Our data will be accessible from Singapore. That level of high availability provided by AWS. Because so client data, right, customer data. If the business is impacted, so eventually what will happen? If the high availability is not provided by AWS, what will happen? Customers, they will switch to other platform, right? So AWS is in first place because of this type of services, right? Even Azure also fine, GCP also fine, but compare with other platforms, AWS is in first place because of high quality services. So costing also same like that. They charge more, but they provide high availability, right? Yeah. So this region availability zones will be taken care by AWS only. We don't need to touch anything here. Okay. So instead of this availability zone, what we will do? We create VPC. This will be maintained by DevOps Engineers. VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. This is the networking part. While working on VPC, we'll go deep dive. Okay. So instead of this availability zone, instead of the data center, we create VPC, which is our own private network. Every organization will have their own network that we can create in the availability zone, right? So this is VPC. This will be maintained by DevOps engineers, right? So instead of the VPC, what we will do? VPC is our custom network, our own network, right? So instead of the VPC, what we will do? We create subnets. What is subnet? Anyone?
Subnetwork.
Subnetwork, right? These are the subnets. Subnets can be two types: public subnet, private subnet. Okay, so this is a public subnet. And this is private subnet. Subnet is a subnetwork. Instead of the large network, you can create subnetwork, small network, to control the traffic. Okay. Yeah. So what is public subnet? What is private subnet? Anyone? Any guess? Anyone?
Pardon, please, sir.
What is public subnet? What is private subnet?
Private subnet means which will be divided our internal network into the separate part. While public network, that means like a internet, when we using multiple users from multiple locations, they are connecting. Then from different networks. Which the networks is divided into separate part, that is called public subnet, and private network, what I discussed earlier, same thing.
Right. So public subnet is a internet facing. Internet facing means through internet we can connect. So in public subnet, what we will do? We host public servers here. We host public servers. Internet facing servers. Okay. In private subnet, we host private servers. So this is mainly for within the organization. Within the organization, we use private servers, private subnets. So in the organization, we use public and private subnets. So what we will do here in private, if you want to access public server through internet, we can connect. If you want to access private servers through intranet, we can connect. Intranet means within the organization, private network. So if you want to connect your office network, what we will do? We connect VPN, right? First, VPN will allow you to connect your office network. So the same way, if you want to connect your private servers through intranet only, you can connect, right? So for example, every organization, they use public and private subnets, okay? So they host their internal applications in private subnet. So they host their internal applications in private subnet. They host their websites in public subnet. For example, so internal applications are like timesheet entries, email servers, right? So communicators, they host on private servers. So company websites, job portals, they host on public subnet, public servers. Okay. Yeah, someone asking some question here. Okay, in mid of data sync, server gets down, then nothing will be happen. So replication mechanism is there, that will take care. Okay, the server is down, whatever happened, data will be 100% available. Okay, so AWS is 100% secure. Since 2013, we are using AWS servers. We haven't seen any single issue so far, right? Yeah. So here we have public servers, private servers. So internal applications we host on private servers, external applications we host on public servers. Right. So this VPC will take 1.5 hours. Right. We'll go deep dive while working on VPC networking part. Right. I'm just giving overview here. Fine. So this is the networking part, which is very important. Right. So we'll be having some entry questions on this. I explained while working on this. Okay. Next one. Security, identity, and compliance. Click on this. In this, we have IAM is the main service. IAM is a identity access management. So by using this inside of this IAM, what we will do, we create users. Whenever new DevOps engineer join to the project, we create one user in the IAM account. So whenever developer join the project, we can create the IAM user as a developer, right? So this is also one of our service. While working on this IAM service, we'll go deep dive. Okay. Yeah, next one, we have SNS SPS services are there. SNS. SNS is a simple notification service, right? What is SNS? Yeah. So, for example, we are using mobile data, right? So, mobile data, when we connect hotspot to the laptop, what will happen? 100 MB, 200 MB will be utilized. So, once we complete that, once we stop that, we'll get notified through one message. You have utilized 100 MB or 200 MB. Who will send that? backend SNS will send that notifications. Okay. So or else broadband network. Broadband also same. Whenever you utilize 1 GB, 2 GB, 1 TB, you get notified through messages. That will send by simple notification service that will be configured backend. So while working on this, we'll go deep dive. And also one more service is there, which is SQS, simple queue service, right? So where we use this? What is simple queue service? For example, so I book one product in Flipkart. When I book the product, I'll get notified one SMS. Your order has been placed, right? Once the product is dispatched, the product has been dispatched, one more notification will get. Once the product is reached to your city, you'll get one more notification. This product is out for delivery. Once you receive the product, you'll get one more notification, which is product has been delivered successfully. Who will send that? SQS will send that. Backend SQS will configure. For online shopping, digital applications, we configure SQS. Okay, SQS automatically send the notifications, right? Next one, storage services. We'll see storage services. These are the storage services available, right? So first one, AWS backup. What is backup? Anyone? What is backup?
To take the real-time backup, whatever we perform the work activity, we can have a backup. So instead, in case of like data loss, we can recover from that backup, like we can restore it.
Fine. So whatever servers we are using, in that some critical data is there, for example, right? So that we stored somewhere. Whenever any hard drive is crash or server is down, server is crash, what we will do? We'll take the backup from, we'll take wherever we save that. So we'll archive that, right? So currently, whatever servers we are using, any point of time that may be crash, for which we require backup. We enable the backup, we configure the backup. So when the server is crash, we can retrieve the backup, right? Yeah, that is backup service, 1 hour service. We'll discuss, we'll go to try. So next one, EFS, Elastic File System, right? So this is file service across the region to across regions, zones. We share the files using this, right? And this is disaster recovery, FSX. We'll see later. S3, next one, S3. What is S3? It is a simple storage service. So this service we can compare with Google Drive, right? So in Google Drive, what we will do normally? We upload files, download files, right? So the same way S3 also, same functionality. So project data we can upload into S3, right? So it is a object to storage. S3 is a object to storage. Any object you can store in the S3, like binary files, video files, audio files, image files, whatever objects you want to store, you can store in the S3 bucket, right? So next one, S3 Glacier. What is this? This is mainly for backup and archival. For example, so we have some data in S3. S3 is a bit costlier compared with other storages. S3 is a bit costlier. So S3 is having some limitation, 30 GB only, right? So client gave budget for 30 GB only, right? So that limit is crossing. By the time what we will do, the data we can move to S3 Glacier to reduce the costing. S3 Glacier is a cheaper storage, 20 times cheaper. So for example, S3 cost is 1 GB, $20, for example. But S3 Glacier cost is 1 GB, $1 only. When you want to reduce the costing, you can move the data to S3 Glacier. Okay, so while working on S3 Glacier, we'll go deeper. And gateways, storage gateways. To communicate your storages, we use the gateways here. Okay, so these are the storage services available. And also security groups. Security groups. So what is security group? Security group is a virtual firewall. What is firewall? which will control the inbound traffic, outbound traffic. By enabling the ports, we can control the traffic, right? So while working on security groups, we'll go deep dive. So yeah, we have different services are there like this, right? Nearly we are going to cover 18 services in AWS. Okay, so every service will go deep dive. So theoretically we discuss, practically also we work on that, right? So tomorrow we'll start first service, which is EC2. We start EC2 tomorrow, right? So EC2 will take 2 to 3 days. Okay, so this is very important service. So if you want to create any servers, if you want to expand any storages, if you want to deploy the applications, so we work on this EC2, right? Infrastructure. Where we create the infrastructure in EC2, right? So we'll start EC2 tomorrow. So EC2 will go deep dive, which is very important service. Right? So after that, one by one we'll go. Storage services, networking services, monitoring services, right? And IAM service, auto scaling, different services, right? Any questions up here, anyone? Fine. So whoever not created the account, AWS account, you can create today itself. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, you can practice EC2. Once we create the EC2, so you need to practice that, right? Fine. So whoever not clear the fee, you can clear by today itself. So tomorrow link will be changed completely, right? So meeting link will be completely changed tomorrow. So online guys, you cannot connect the session, right? Once link is changed, the link will be shared in the group only. Fine. Yeah. So we stop here. Fine. So tomorrow onwards, whoever coming offline, you can bring your laptop if you want to practice here. Okay. So we have a practice room on third floor. You can sit there and you can practice. Okay. So I'll be available up to 1:30 here. Okay. If you have any
Sir,
questions, I can clear your questions. Yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
sir, what about the online person? Can you provide us the training session?
Training session.
Train,
Yeah.
training,
Offline.
what we have to train like that? Something, any questions or
Ah,
practice for practice
right,
purpose?
right. So while practicing, if you have any
Okay,
questions, you can take the screenshot and post in the group.
okay,
Okay. So we'll discuss that.
yeah. But
Right. So
how can we you give us the task about it?
yeah. So tomorrow onwards, we'll see that. Okay. Tomorrow onwards,
Okay, okay,
how to create the servers, how to work on the servers, right? So AWS is completely infrastructure.
okay. Sir,
Can
you
you mute
sir,
few seconds? Can you mute
okay.
once? Yeah. Some background noise is coming. Yeah. So AWS is completely infrastructure. As a DevOps engineer, we have to create infrastructure. We have to maintain the infrastructure, right? So currently there is no admin roles. We have to handle the infrastructure also, right? In real-time projects. So there is no admins currently. Admins already gone, right? So DevOps engineer will maintain the infrastructure also, right? Yeah. So online guys, offline guys, both can practice. While practicing, whatever services we are discussing, while practicing, if you have any questions, you can take the screenshot and post into the group. So before posting that, you need to go through the video. First, you need to go through the video. So still, if you have any questions, you can post in the group. So if you want to practice here, institute, right? In institute, you can bring your laptop, you can practice. So same thing you can practice in your home also. In your home also, you can practice, right? So offline, online, both will be same. Both carrying will be there. Don't need to worry about. Okay. Fine, Chirag.
Fine, fine, sir. But I just
Hello,
ask
sir.
you about you give us the task.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll give you some
Yeah, yeah,
tasks.
but
Okay.
yeah. That's why
Initially, 1 week, 10 days. In AWS, I don't give any tasks. Okay. While working on DevOps, I'll give you tasks. AWS only infrastructure, right?
okay. So just we have to create it and like that, na?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So once we work on the session, after that you will get recording, right? So you can go through the recording and you can practice. Okay.
Sir, good
Yeah,
morning.
go ahead. Yes.
Sir, for that AWS console, like it is a web-based console, right? Is there any option to desktop console for this download software or anything? So no need to go to browser every time. Instead of that, we can download the software and we can. There is option is there or not?
No. AWS is cloud, right? AWS is cloud, right? First you need to connect to cloud, web browser only. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
Jenkins
Thank you.
in DevOps tools, you can install in your local if you want. Jenkins, Kubernetes, that you can install in your local. But AWS is cloud, right? You can directly connect to the web only. Fine.
Fine, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
we stop here. You can create account today, right? So tomorrow onwards, we'll start working on services, EC2, IAM, right? S3, different services are there, right? We'll go through one by one. Fine. Yeah. So up to, yeah, today is the sixth session, right? So 3 demos happened last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 6 sessions happened. The 6 videos I'll provide today evening. Okay, you can download. So I'll download into one Google Drive. I'll put into Google Drive. Share the link. You can download. Whoever not downloaded videos can download. Okay. From today onwards, everyone can download daily basis. Videos can download daily basis because once the link is expired, you cannot retrieve. Right. So link will be available up to 1 week. Right. So daily basis you can download the videos. Right. Yeah. So we stop here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Fine. Thank you all.